Alright, and welcome back. This is a campaign that is a bit further on. As you can see, we're actually on turn 47, as opposed to turn, 3. And I'm playing as the undead here. I am King Lich V. He was the best King Lich, clearly. He's better than the 4 who came before him. However, it's a little ominous, because Liches are pretty bad at dying, generally. It's kind of their thing, the whole phylactery thing, but that clearly is beside the point. As you can see, I actually have quite a sizable little area here. This is my capital here, Ryswich. I've captured I've captured a neutral city here and then built another city here, and they've leveled up enough that they've all kind of connected together into one big area. Riverport is on its way to doing that. And then I have Doomford up here, which was a very hard to take neutral city. And as you can see, I am now currently, this is where I'm focusing most of the time, sieging this neutral city of Globmarsh, which this means I have a quest to take this city. Now, you get quests in this game. Currently, my quest is take Globmarsh. There's no penalty if I fail, but if I do, I get 290 gold, and frankly, I want it anyway. Now, also going on right now, you notice I have a ton of mana here. And this is because, as undead, most of your units don't take food. They need mana. As in, most of your units are skeletons. Skeletons obviously don't need to eat. You do have some units that do. My bats, for example, need food. And the newest unit I've got, vampires, actually need food. Also, most of your units do take money. You still have to pay your skeletons for some reason. And obviously the vampires do, but they're vampires. I mean, they're pretty badass. And then bats are my scouting unit. They're kind of the equivalent of the goblin, or sorry, the ratman robbers. But as you can see right now, I am having a bit of a food problem because I was not paying attention to the fact I need it. And every city either needs more population or is already constructing something. But once that's cleared up, I'll start getting some more farms. Or if I capture Globmarsh up here, they have a farm, and we can get a pumpkin farm up on this, and it will be great. Now, just to take a quick look at the difference in units, clicking on my skeletons, they are very slow. They're only 3 movement points. That's very slow. But they have some nice inbuilt advantages. First of all, they're dead. This means they're immune to any death-type magic, but they take slight damage from life magic and cannot be healed. The cannot be healed part does really suck. However, they have the bonus of, since they're skeletons, they have plus 75 resistance to missile weapons, because most of the time it's just going to go through their ribs and not hit anything. And then you can see, since these have all leveled up a bit, I have some fun perks, like I have Furious Charge here, Fine Armor, something I have from a smithy, it just gives them better resistance in general. City Fighter, which is pretty sweet, they are better at attacking in a city, which is great. And Turtle, which is just additional missile protection. Pretty much, you know, the big phalanx of shields. Now, let's get into sieging, shall we? As you can see, this unit of skeleton warriors here, not doing so well. But this one is in great shape. So we're going to back these guys off to here. And we'll move this unit in. And we'll just start attacking with them right now. Since they have City Fighter, they're actually going to do very, very well here. So they're going to go in, and they're going to do 9 damage to Globmarsh. 13, because it was a critical hit. We only took 1 damage. And we also got these skeletons here. Do they have City Fight? They do not have City Fight, but they do have... Well, they've got more defensive stuff, so that's not really helpful. Skeletons are great at sieging these castles, though, just for the fact that they have that missile protection. So we'll keep sieging here. My archers are also going to return fire at them. They're not going to do a whole lot, but damage is damage. These archers also going to shoot at them. And they leveled up, so good. I can show you how this works. Every time you level up, you can click on a unit, go to level up unit, and you get one of 3 perks. Now, these, you'll see different ones. This unit is currently, it just hit level 5, so it is very high level now. Currently, they have their basic skeleton ones. They have Fine Armor, and then they have Perceptive, which is plus 1 experience, which is great. Marksman, they just do 20% more damage, and Dodge, they have a 25 melee resistance. So I can take Wide Formation, which gives them plus 25 additional missile resistance. Very good for sieging. Endurance just gives them some magic resist. However, on Skeletons, Endurance is a little wasted because the death resistance doesn't matter because they're immune to it. And then Recon Specialist just gives them up sight range. We're going to take Wide Formation because this thing can shoot back at us. And it's just generally good anyway. Now, let's go over to these warriors. As you can see, they're a little damaged, and they're not really in range where they can do anything right now. So, there's an option called Rest. Especially since you can't magically heal your skeletons. Hit rest. They don't do anything, but they gain some health back this turn. Alrighty. Let's go back. So we've done all the attacking we can do up here for now. Oh, I take that back. We have not. We also have our Ghost Wolves. These I summoned with a spell. These things are nasty as hell. However, it appears they actually have leveled up. Oh, no, I can just give them fine armor. Never mind. Well, they didn't level up. They had leveled up recently, but I think I just killed something with them, so they can't rest. Their health is a little low. However, despite being Ghost Wolves, these things can be healed with magic. In fact, let's toss a lesser heal at them, shall we? So we'll heal those guys up, because these things are pretty powerful, and I can just summon those in with a spell. It's a 2-turn casting cost. Here, I can actually show you. Where is it? I have summoned Ghost Wolves. 25 mana, takes 2 turns, but it summons a unit of Ghost Wolves. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, real quick, here's my unit of vampires. I hadn't actually realized they were ranged units, so they're just going to obliterate these bears real quick. These things are tanks, which is good because they cost a lot.
Lords of Night.
And that's their turn. I probably should have moved them a little first, but whatever. They're going to just hang out there. And let's take a look at some of the other things. Now, as you can see, I have three rivals in this map. And you can see the edges of the territories. There's one of them. That's Nick Frost. We have Raj, or however that guy's name is pronounced, the undead guy here. And then we have the Grand Librarian down here. Now, currently, let's go to the diplomacy menu. I actually have no problems with any of them. Right now, I have an alliance with Raj. We are in very good standings. I have a non-aggression pact with Nicholas Frost, so that's good. And I'm just currently at peace with the Grand Librarian. I have no religious bent one way or the other, so I am getting no negatives from that, which is great. However, I'm not getting any bonuses from having any alignments to religions. The way you build this up is you get quests from the gods every once in a while. So far, I've just been getting general quests. But you get quests from the gods at certain points, and those are always good. Now, back out of this menu, before we wrap up this turn, I'm going to take a look at some of the other random features you'll see. Like I pointed out earlier, up here is a pumpkin patch. Well, various tiles have these special things on it. If you control this tile, you can build a special building here called a pumpkin farm. Does exactly what you think. It's just a better version of a farm. Has to be built on a pumpkin patch. Down here, there are things like the magic fields, which I don't actually know exactly what this one does, but it's probably good. Here I have a silver mine. You can build 2 things on silver mines. You can build silver mines, or I think it's called a laboratorium. Silver mines just give you more money. Laboratorium gives you some different nifty upgrades. Mana farm. This is just a type of farm that maybe only... I'm not sure. It might only be the undead who can build these, because they don't really need food. I didn't notice if I could build them on King Rat. And then I have a mana pump. This you can build on a magic node. This just gives you a bunch of mana. There's also, I think, an enchantment laboratory you can build on these. But I took the mana pump because undead, you need lots of mana. Now, as I said, I'm very low on food, and I really want this gold mine, too, because money is always good. So, let's go back to Ryswitch real quick. Before we end our turn, let's get some more... What do we want? Well, as you can see, the upkeep on vampires is pretty heavy. But they are very powerful. They also have vampirism, which I believe heals them when they do damage. So that is fantastic. We're going to stick with something nice and cheap and easy, and we're going to get another unit of skeleton archers, because I love these guys. We'll avoid anything that has food costs for the moment. Also, let's actually get a skeleton settlers unit, in case we want to build another city sometime soon. So we'll get that going, too. Close city view. We still have units that have not done anything. However, they aren't really in a position to do anything. Now, as you can see, I can actually cross this water because I control a harbor down here, which means any units I have, any infantry units, can go onto water and they'll convert immediately into a transport. However, with this thing here, transports are very fragile. They will probably get shot to death and die. So they are just going to hang where they are. I'll just stick them on defend. No, click off. So they're going to just defend. They'll just defend this position. And we have one more unit. We do have a unit of archers down here. We're going to go ahead and... We don't really need more help up there, so I'm just going to move them to this gold mine. They're going to keep an eye on this guy, just in case. Ah, and there are some great bears over here, so they're going to shoot the great bears. Got a critical hit, that's very good. We never really want monsters near you, that's never good. So we'll end turn, and now... Grand Librarian's turn, Raj's turn. He has some scouts going through my territory, but we're allies, so I really don't care. Now the neutrals. They're shooting. Uh-oh, this is not going well. Alright, now we're back. Now, apparently, I'm done. Maybe this is... Whose city actually is this? Now, I thought that this was the Grand Librarian's, but apparently I was wrong. So let's see if we can find where the Grand Librarian is. Or, well, let's check diplomacy. The Grand Librarian... No, the Grand Librarian is yellow, so that is also another neutral. This might be the count as monsters. Okay, it's neutral, but it's undead neutral. That's what's going on here. So, I'm not actually sure where the Grand Librarian is. I know we've encountered him somewhere, but I'm not seeing the yellow on the map, so he's... I don't know where. He's probably over here somewhere. Maybe I just saw one of his units at some point. So, we desperately need to not be right here. So we're going to retreat back over here. And let's see, we have an enemy at the gates warning. Yes, we have serpents coming near Doomford, so which means we are going to obliterate these things. These things are a pain in the ass. They can shoot fire out of their faces. However, the vampires would have just annihilated them, so it's not a big deal. Doomford I have very well protected. As you can see, I have... Not only do I have the castle, I'm building a fort and I have a magic tower. There were a lot of monsters around here, and a lot of enemy units over here, and I just wanted to make sure we were not getting murdered. Alright, well now we can build some more buildings. So, head back over to... Which one is this? This is... What city am I? Horrorville. Oh, Horrorville also just upgraded in size. Fantastic. So all our cities are down here are now connected. That is wonderful. We, however, desperately need a farm because our food is not doing so hot. So we're going to go ahead... Ooh, what is a converter? Ah, we can build something on the magic field. Ooh, God, I want this really badly, but we really need the farm. Hold on. Let me see. Can we build anything in these other ones yet? No, well, we need this farm, because since we're on a negative food, it's slowing our population growth, and we don't want that. So we'll go ahead and build a farm for now. That farm's going to go on top, we'll just put it in the jungle. Right up here. We have a farm constructing. That will bail us out of our food problems. Then next, we want this converter, because that is a fancy special thing that can go there. It gives us some cool perks that I don't know what they do. Now let's take a city, shall we? These are the skeletons we moved out of the way last time. We're going to have them rest to get some health back. Now let's murder this city. Let's murder it good. Our skeleton warriors are just laying down the pain train. And after this turn, we'll wrap up this video. This will be the end, but I think I've given you a decent idea of what this game's all about. Come on, Ghost Wolves, this is on you now. You have to take Globmarsh. It is on you. Take the city, my Ghost Wolves. And we have taken Globmarsh, we have won the gold. This is a great point to end the video. As you can see, we now control this whole area. Is fantastic. However, I believe... Well, we have our food cost went up because we now control Globmarsh. But we can build another farm of... Ooh, we can build a fishing village. We should build a fishing village, probably. Or a pumpkin... Ooh, pumpkin farm or fishing village. Let's build a pumpkin farm, actually. Oh, and this is a... Is this a goblin city? This is a goblin city. Oh, now we have all three races under command. This is fantastic. We're going to build a pumpkin farm. Get that going, because pumpkin farms are good for mana and food, so we love that. And for now, we'll close City View, and we'll wrap that up here. So this has been... I think this has given you a good idea of how this game works. If you like 4X strategy games, well, there's a good chance you already have looked into this game, but it really is a ton of fun. I would highly recommend picking it up. We haven't even gone over to Otherworld yet. Here's a Mystic Portal to another world that we control. This game will suck up a lot of your time, well, much like most 4X do. But it has this added perk of you really get into the action quickly, and it, I don't know, it feels kind of action-packed for this kind of game. Since these games are kind of known for being a bit of slow burners. So, if you have any interest in this type of game whatsoever, I highly recommend giving Warlock, Master of the Arcane a look. It's relatively cheap. It's $20 on Steam. It is an indie title. And yeah, if you enjoy it, go give it a look. So as always, like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, leave a comment if you have anything you'd like to talk about. I've been Jeeps, and I'll talk to you guys later.